Fish on Fridays. I'm McCauley, and today I want to talk about something that I think we probably all, if we're honest, we take it for granted, but without which we would die. It's about the size of your fist, and it moves, gives and receives blood throughout the body. It beats about 70 times a minute, over 100,000 times a day, and of course I'm talking about the heart, which unfortunately in our time, in our culture, we've reduced to that symbol. You know, because of movies and Valentine's Day and greeting cards and stuff, we tend to think of the heart in romantic terms, almost sappy kind of terms. We don't think about it in the depth that the ancients thought about it. So when we read the Bible, the biblical authors, the people who lived at the time of Jesus, their understanding of heart was vastly different, I would say more profound, and certainly with greater depth than what we understand it. In the ancient world, the heart was the seat of the soul. It was the essence of who you were. It was your guts. It was right down to your entrails. It was everything about what you were, every fiber of your being. So when you think about this, the ancients knew when you have an emotional change, when you're excited, when you're angry, when you're happy, your heart beats faster. And they recognized that the heart must be the seat of my emotional self. But they also recognize that when you die, your heart stops beating. And so it has to be profoundly connected to our very lives, to our essence, to who we are. And so the word heart is found in the Old and New Testament all the time, all over the place. The word that's not found at all in either Old or New Testament is the word brain. We hear the word mind, we hear the word head, but it's always in connection with the heart, with the essence of who we are. I want to read one Bible verse in particular that sums this up really, really well, and it's from Proverbs chapter 5. I'm going to read it right out of my Bible so I get the full extent of it, just to give you the sense of how deeply this is felt. Now, to put this in context, this particular passage is a series of passages that a father is passing on to his son, to his children. And he says this, again, chapter 5 of Proverbs, verse 23. He says, "Keep your heart with all vigilance, for from it flow the springs of life." It's the very source of our life. It has everything to do with who we are. So in the New Testament, when Jesus is telling a story called parables, and he talks about someone's compassion, the word passion is closely tied with the heart. It's from their very guts. They don't just feel sorry for somebody on a superficial level. There's a deep, empathetic realization of what's going on. There's this deep sense of connection because it's connected to the heart. Think back to the Old Testament in 1 Kings. When Solomon becomes the king of Israel, the third king of Israel, God promises anything he wants as he ascends the throne. And he doesn't ask for his enemies. He doesn't ask for power or riches. He doesn't ask for fame. He asks for an understanding heart. Now, that was understood to mean wisdom. Because again, an understanding heart means that every fiber in his being is going to be wise, is going to be smart, is going to be able to apply justice in situations. And we know that is true of the reign of Solomon. Think about our Christian tradition. Our Christian tradition, we talk oftentimes about two different things related to the heart. We talk about the Sacred Heart of Jesus and the Immaculate Heart of Mary. If it's the Sacred Heart of Jesus and the very essence of who he is, what are we saying about Jesus then? We're saying he is sacred, he is holy, he's divine. That's amazing. That's a much deeper way of looking at that particular devotion. Think about the Immaculate Heart of Mary. Immaculate meaning pure, that every part of her essence, every part of her being is pure. She is, in fact, free from sin. That's what we celebrate with the Immaculate Conception, that she has been kept free from sin by God's grace. That's what we celebrate. Think about how many times in our own time, in our own language, in our own culture today, we say things like, "I'm suffering from a broken heart," or "From the bottom of my heart, I'm grateful." We say those things almost like platitudes now. They're cliches. I don't know if they mean as much, but boy, in the ancient world, in the time of Jesus, both of those things, to say you have a broken heart, is really defining something about who you are, what's happened to you. And to say you mean something from the depth of your heart, from the bottom of my heart, really has to go to the source of who you are, the heart of your, the heart of your essence, who you are as a person. And it speaks very, very specifically to the world about you. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this helps. I hope you'll remember this when we come up on Valentine's Day in February. If you think someone might be interested, please feel free to share this with them. Feel free to leave comments, and as always, it'd be great if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on Facebook. Please keep tuning in on Fridays for more Fish on Fridays. In the meantime, be good to each other, and God bless.